Welcome back, guys, to MC Sports Media. How are you guys doing today? You guys know I had to come talk about it. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Well, really the Paul brothers. Jake got getting into it at a presser for his brother's fight with Floyd, and this is what I think it is good and bad. I guess it's how people looking at the Jake Paul and Logan Paul. It's good and bad for the sport. You can weigh which is more. That's up to you. But when I saw what happened at their press conference, uh, you know, Logan Paul came with, the it was it was cool, like, making jokes. They were untying Floyd's shoes. They were taking it, as a joke. But when Jake took Floyd's hat off, he made it worse for his brother. If you asking me. I mean, let's be honest. You might not want to poke a bear. If you out in the woods and you see a bear, and you have no bear mace, no weapon, no anything, would you go and poke it? And that's what I'm saying. Like, that press conference was, yeah, it's good because a lot of people were talking about it, and but Logan, he has to know that that didn't help him. Yeah, it's cool. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna make a lot of money. Everybody's expecting him to lose, but this probably won't be the easiest money you ever make, and it's probably gonna hurt a lot because Floyd is heated, man. He's gonna probably punish the kid just to show him to respect his elders because Floyd felt disrespected. A lot of people were talking about, oh, it's just a hat. Well, that is true, but hey, you know, let's see what happens. Was it worth it? Nah, man. I really want to talk about. A lot of people are saying that the Logan brothers, mainly Jake Paul, really, and even his brother, since he is fighting the biggest boxer ever and probably the best boxer ever. Um, and regardless if Floyd is retired, Floyd is better than all the fighters that are boxing right now. And he's 40, who knows, 46, 47, I don't know. But are the Logan Paul and Jake Paul, are the Paul brothers hurting boxing? My opinion, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I spoke about this in a video on my other channel. I actually think Jake Paul and both of them, but I think they specifically Jake Paul. I think he's like really taking it serious, you know, and the reason why I say I don't think it's hurting boxing is because it's bringing a lot of attention. And in the future, it probably will, not probably, the way it's looking, it's innovating the boxing world. Now, a lot of old head boxing and mainly promoters and people who benefit off the fighters, they may not like it, but, you know, the fighters, it's benefiting them more than anything, as it should be. Um, it's just bringing a large new crowd to boxing. And now, because we're in a new age, a new era, man, with social media and, marketing and, just creating awareness for things is much easier than it was. And it doesn't cost much either. So now a lot of these promoters, their job is to promote. But when the fighters can promote themselves and bring and sell tickets and fill up seats, ooh, it becomes sticky. So of course, a lot of the noise is coming from some fighters, but it's because those fighters aren't making the money a Jake Paul would make. You see what I'm saying? But most of the noise is coming from the promoters, man. And like the fans, but the fighters wouldn't have a problem with it if they were able to accumulate the awareness for their brand and them. That's when it's gonna get into like, oh man, this kid is actually helping us. And I was watching Mike Tyson with Mario Lopez and what's the MMA guy? He's retired now. He was a 2-time champ. He was a wrestler. Henry Cejudo. They were sitting down and they were talking and they were speaking about, this actually doesn't necessarily hurt boxing. Boxing is gonna be boxing, but what it can do for the fighters, instead of fighting Jake and hating Jake, I mean, you can fight him, go get your bag, but maybe you should understand how this internet works. Build your own personal brand. Boxing is what you do, but a business minded individual will see this and say, how do I do this? How do I get more people to watch boxing and display my talent? Because, see, the reason why I'm not mad at Jake is, yeah, he's doing all the hoop hollering and bringing a lot of people awareness to boxing, but he's actually getting better at boxing. It's just not a complete shit show. A lot of people calling it, oh, it's a circus, like Dana White and a few other people, and I get it. It's not what they do. And this YouTuber coming in and doing what he's doing and getting the numbers he's getting, and people care about it. If you integrate that with whatever your particular business, or whether it's the UFC, MMA, or which the UFC don't need that. They maybe the fighters, So it's really creating some, like, I think it's innovative. I think he's diving into something that was been around before. He's presenting a new way